Hello, alright, you're welcome today to class. So today I'm going to do something very vital, and it's the introduction to Pixellab. I'm going to introduce you to Pixellab. This application we use for mobile graphic design. Such an awesome tool for making designs, and that's what I'm going to introduce you to in this video. So I'm going to go straight to my apps, and then I'm going to type Pixellab. All right, so Pixellab, this is it. This is the application. Now mind you, this is a premium version of the application. All right, so if you don't have it, I'm going to link it around this video, in the description of the video. But if you're watching anywhere else, maybe a Google Drive or some other platforms, you can reach out to me personally. I'm going to give you access to this. Okay, and if you're watching on YouTube, check the description of the video. You are going to see the link to make a request for this, and I'm going to send it for you. Now if you don't have access to this at the moment and you want to make design, you can go to Play Store, type Pixellab. I believe you saw what I typed, Pixellab. So that's Pixellab. So you will see Pixellab text on pictures. Download it. It's the same with this. All right, even though you see difference in color of maybe the way it's looking, the interface, everything is actually structured the same way and they behave the same way. All right, even though this has some advantages over the other one. So if you want to check the advantages, you can check the video also that I will try to link around this particular video in the description to see the differences between this and that other Pixellab. All right, but what I'm trying to say in essence is, if you don't have this, you can use that for design. I think I've used that normal Pixellab to create some designs when I got this phone newly. All right, so I think I made some designs here with that normal Pixellab. So that some of the designs are here. Some designs are really, and most of the designs are cool. All right, so you can, I'm just trying to say, you can make those designs also. I think I can't find it, so let me not waste our time. So now that we have opened the interface, this is the first thing we're going to see. All right, it's going to be a little bit different from the one in Play Store, but I've told you already they are all the same. Now if you come to the top bar, I'm using my phone, so in case you are seeing cursor and you're thinking it's a system, that's why I decided not to use a landscape view so that it doesn't confuse you. Now if you check the top bar here, this contains, this is like the menu bar that contains buttons that perform specific functions. All right, so this is a bar. The way, if I'm teaching CorelDRAW, maybe teaching Photoshop or some other tools, the way you have property bar, the way you have tool bar, the way you have menu bar, title bar, and all of that, that's the same thing here, even though you can't see title bar here. All right, so that's the same thing here. So this application is really wonderful and awesome. So if you pay attention and learn this, you are going to do massive, stunning designs with just your phone. All right, this is what I've been using for designs over the years. I've been using this is one of the tools actually. All right, I didn't start with this, but at some point I had to, get in touch with Pixellab, and I discovered it's just such an awesome tool. So if you don't have a laptop, you don't have an excuse why you shouldn't create amazing designs with your phone. All right, so now I've told you already, this top bar contains specific buttons for specific actions. All right, and some of them contain some information, so we're going to see that in a short while. And then this space right here, this is your design area, this is your design space or your workspace. So everything you're going to do should be within this space. All right, this white area is not inclusive. All right, so I'm talking about this other area. So, and I'll show you how to set this size. You can decide to set any size, and you can even print any size of design with Pixellab. All right, you can set any size at all. All right, so you can print anything. So I'm going to show you how you are going to set the size. And if you come below here, now you see my projects by the right here, and then if you scroll, you are going to see some templates. All right, so these templates here, they are editable templates. All right, and I have a pack for editable templates. If you need templates, I have about 80 to 100 templates I've been giving out on Pixellab. All right, and some other, if you need Photoshop, CorelDRAW, and some other type of editable templates, they are all available. Okay, but that's not the focus for now. So these are templates, and these things are editable. All right, you can see. So if you want to edit this, you can see this. So this is one of the beauty of this particular version of Pixellab. All right, with some stunning, you can just delete this and use the background if you want to use the background. If you like the background instead, you can see template, just really cool templates, things you can edit. So if it's not moving, that means it's locked. Okay, it's locked. So you can unlock it and then you'll be able to move it. So so these are templates, right? So the ones here, they are templates. Okay, so that's what this does. Let me go back, reset it. Then if you go to projects, these are some of the projects I've done. Some recent projects I did are really not showing here. That's because I was using normal Pixellab and I uninstalled it. So since I uninstalled it, really it's been a little bit difficult. I think some of the projects are here. One of the recent projects I think I created a video about it, right? I created a video on how that was achieved and how that can be achieved as well. All right, so now if you need design backgrounds, I think this was the background I used for that particular design that made it so beautiful. All right, if you need backgrounds, I have a video on it that will give you backgrounds, you know, for free. All right, this was I did it with normal Pixellab. All right, so the normal Pixellab was I used for this particular design. Normal Pixellab was I used for this particular design. I had to rush this design. The normal Pixellab is what I use for this particular design as well. So you can use the normal Pixellab. What I'm trying to say, you can use the normal Pixellab to create stunning designs as well. But in case you don't have, and because I uninstalled it, the projects are gone. Okay, so this one will store your projects. All right, what you are doing, if you save as project, it will store your project so that you can revisit those projects again. All right, that's the essence of that. Okay, you can revisit those projects again. All right, so now that is that for this particular line. Then if you come below, you are going to see you're going to see, you know, some kind of shape representing several stops here. So this is this is like a toolbar. All right, this is the toolbar. Now if you click a particular tool, all right, now because I'm still on home, this is like home. All right, this is a default on the home where you get to see the templates and you get to go to my project. Now if I click this is a text here. And how did I add this text? I'm going to show you that as well. So please be patient and watch this video because it's very important. I'm trying to be fast because I don't want to take a lot of time. If I want to explain everything bit by bit, it's going to take a course for introduction to Pixellab. Seriously, yeah, it's going to take a course, but I'm going to compress everything into this video. Now if you pick this is a text. Okay, I'm really trying to be very fast. This is a text, so I have to come to text editing tool. These are my editing tools below here. All right, I have a book that explains Pixellab in details. All right, so if you need that book, I'll try to link it in the description of the video. You can check it out. Now if you click this text editing tool, you can see that the editing tools, the properties and the editing tools for this text have been activated. For this tool has been activated, and that's because text was selected. If I deselect the text, you can see that it's deselected even though text editing tool is selected. You have to select text so that you can edit, or you add text if you don't have the text so that you can edit. So when you add the text or select the text, you can now edit. So what are the functions of this? To edit is to like kind of, okay, maybe this is default and I want to change it to, let's say I want to write Chris graphics. What am I typing? Chris graphics. Okay, I want to write Chris graphics. You can hit OK, and that's going to change it. All right, so now on this edit on this space, you can decide to make it caps lock. So if you tap on that, all right, this will help change caps lock or small letter. You see it. You can delete it here. You can cancel, and then if you are done with your edit, you can click OK, and you have Chris graphics right here. All right, Chris graphics. This is my brand's name. My name is Egbe Christian. This is my brand's name. All right. So now if you want to change the font, we're going to look at that. If you want to delete, I want to delete it, so you can delete. If you want to make a copy, if you copy, it's going to duplicate it. Do you understand? All right. So let me delete. You can delete from above here. So I think I would have started from up, but since I've begun from down, so let me just go gradually. So I have to skip some of them for now so that the video doesn't become too long. All right, so these are some of the tools to back to front. That's if you have several layers. All right, so watch the video to the end so that you understand, you connect some of the things I'm going to say. All right, so now size, if you look at size, for size you can decide to reduce the size. You can see you can increase the size and reduce the size. Okay, I think 44 is not bad. And then on this, let me increase this. Look at what I'm doing. As I've increased it, it has become one line. Okay, maybe I want to make a design, I can just place it here, and I'll tell you why I'm not placing it elsewhere if I want to make a design. All right, there are different ways you can place it though. All right, so you can place it at the center depending on the type of design you're doing. By the left, well, type of design you are doing as well. Okay, so now I've selected it, so you can see that because I deselected it, the text editing tool has gone off. So I'm going to select it. So these are some of the tools: padding, color. If I want to change the color, texture. If I want to put something, maybe an image inside this text. This is I will use texture. Opacity. Opacity is to reduce the to increase or reduce the transparency. Can you see? So that's one thing. It's good to know some of these things. As we go further, I'm going to show you how to use them, how to use curves, you know, bold, if I want to make it bold and all of that. If I want to add a background, alignment, stroke and all of that. So they are here. All right. So this helps you to edit your text and, you know, to really manipulate it the way you would want to do. All right. So you can check, you can just play around with those to see how they behave. All right. So because of limited time, I can't really go through everything thoroughly, but we begin to do practicals. All right, you begin to see how these things can be applied. All right, so please, you can do well to check out the channel and watch other videos. All right, at your leisure. Do you understand? All right, so this is for text editing tool. All right, so now the next one to the text editing tool is object editing. So if I click it, it's really not activated, but it's telling me that I can create objects that I can edit. So how do you create objects? You can create objects through stickers, you can import pictures. So these are some of the objects you can draw. You can create shapes. These are some of the objects. You can use Visual Tool to create some stuff and put arrow and stuff like that. So now if you click, let's say stickers. All right, look at different stickers. All right, and this is another advantage that this has over the normal Pixellab. Okay, you may not be able to access these particular stickers on the normal Pixellab. And some of them are really cool, right? So you can see badges here and all of that. So some of them are really cool. All right, so let me just put this particular shape here. All right, so this is an object. So because it's an object, let me click OK. You can see that the object editing tool is now activated. It's pretty much like the text editing tool. All right, some of the functions you can see opacity here, but now you can see color filters. Color filter will help you. You can see eraser. It was not there before on the text editing tool because those editing functions were peculiar to text. Do you understand? All right, but this is now peculiar to objects. You can now see marks. You can now see, I think marks was there, perspective was there, and all of that. 3D shape. The other one was 3D text. You can see embossed here as well. Some are peculiar to objects, while some are also, you know, part of the text editing tool. I don't know whether you understand what I'm saying. All right, so now how each function, we are going to tackle that when we go into practical. All right, but you have to select an object. If I select a text, this thing will not be activated because I am dealing with the text. So I have to go to the text editing tool here so that I can see and edit my text. All right, I don't know whether I believe you understand. So if I click object to edit an object, click the object before you edit it. Okay, and then if you have so many objects, you know, so many text, so many objects, you know, arranged in your design, okay, there's a way you can select a particular, because sometimes objects will be laid on each other or some will come before other ones. So like I brought this let me change the color to something. I brought this shape after the image, enable the color, and then I'm going to choose this color. Now you can see, since I brought it after the image, it's laying on top of the image. So now if I come to my object editing tool, I come here and I say take back. You can see that it's taking it backwards. All right, If I say take front, you can see that it's bringing it forward. And that's why I said we might not really go through everything step by step, but there are some things you just need to understand. So now there's also another way to do it, so I'm going to show you that later. Alright, so that's the object editing tool. And then now, after the object editing tool, we have the background editing tool. If you click, this is the background editing tool. If you click it, it will tell you, okay, this is for background. So I can choose to choose a particular color for my background. You see, I can choose a particular color for my background. Alright, so, and I'll have to choose a color that we make the colors I've set already to come out. So I think maybe black or something, or even this brown is okay. It's not okay for any design, just for my demonstration, please. Okay, so you can see transparency of the background. If I click transparent, then I want my transparent, I want my background to be transparent, and that's perfect for logo design. And you want to save as PNG, that you don't want to save stuff that will not have backgrounds. If I save this now, it will not have background. You're going to see Chris graphics there, white. I think it's somewhere here. I can't really locate it. And if you can't locate something, there's a way to do it. Click here. You can see I just tapped it now, and now, and because this is on top of it, I can't pick that easily. So because of that, I have to come here and pick it from here, and then I can come to my text editing. So use my directional arrow key or button to move it. You can see it's moving. Alright, you are not really seeing it because of the transparency of the background. So you go to background editing tool, so you can see that if I want to do certain actions, I'm going to certain places. Alright, that's how it works here in Pixellab. Okay, so I can change this color to, you can click the plus sign. There are a lot of things here I could have shown you. You can click the plus sign and change it. You can see I've changed it to black. Okay, so if I want to click, look at this one, has a white outline telling you that, you know, anywhere you click around this outline, you are still touching this shape. And because the outline covered the Chris graphic, you can't click Chris graphics because Chris graphics is under this particular shape. Alright, so how do you bring it forward? You can click object editing tool, because I just selected an object, and send back, so that as I've sent it back, I can click Chris graphics now. Do you understand? See, so because it's now at the back of Chris graphics. So how do you do that in another way? There's also another way. Alright, so this background editing tool, you can decide to bring an image, and now this is where you also change the size of the background. So if I click the size, this is, I want to custom the size. This is pixels. Alright, so if you want to understand more about let's say 1040 by 1000, you want to understand more about backgrounds, you can see the size has changed. Alright, so the area for your design is this black area. I believe you have here. So if you want to design anything, billboard, crossway billboard, any kind of banner you want to design, you can use Pixellab. And there's just a calculation you need to do about how to, you know, how to set the size, and the stuff is going to come out really fine. One of my friends designed something, a backdrop, very wide backdrop. When I saw it, I was really happy when he said he did it with Pixellab. Okay, so you can import a picture. All right, you can import a picture from this particular backgrounds that are here. All right, this is Pixel. Can you see? So you can see beautiful backgrounds here, given by Pixellab for you to use for your designs if you wish. Okay, and then you can also crop. You can crop, manually crop. You can also bring pictures, images. Okay, which I think that's what we have done, right? You can bring pictures from your gallery. This is it, and you can use camera to just snap. Maybe you are somewhere that is beautiful and you can use for your design. I mean, you can use maybe the picture as a background. You found something, you can snap and then use as a design. I mean, as a background for your design. You can as well do that if it's good enough. Okay, so the last one is after the is the effect editing tool. All right, the effect editing tool. After the background editing tool is the effect editing tool. So this one also affects your, if you click, you can see that I've added this effects to my design. All right, it's adding to all you've done. Okay, so this is the effect editing tool. You want to add a noise to your design. You can see, want to add a noise to your design or your background. You can see that this is so cool, right? This is so cool. It's fun. A lot of most of what you have here, you have them in Photoshop, CorelDRAW. I'm telling you, Seriously, you can increase the brightness. I edit some of my pictures with Pixellab. Yes, seriously. Even before do other more complex edits, I do some minor edits with Pixellab as well. Okay, so after this, let me see. I think the time, okay, this 20 minutes. I think 25 minutes should be enough for us to cover everything here. So now you have stayed to this point. So very important aspects after we finish from what's down here. Okay, it's just to give you an idea. I believe you understand already to a point. Now if you come up below, now if I want to bring image, I'm going to bring an image for a particular design. I want to, if I want to create a shape or something, you can actually come to object editing tool, just click outside, and then you can create a shape from here as well. Alright, some of these things are here, okay, so that you can edit that particular shape like we've done for this particular sticker. But if you come to the top editing, your top menu, the top bar here, you click the plus sign, you can add a text, you can add the current date, you can add stickers, you can add shape, and then from gallery, if you click from gallery, you're going to bring in something from your gallery, maybe a picture or something from your gallery. Alright, I've really recent, let me check. Check images. Oh, my emails are, so I can bring something from, let's say, photo room. Alright, this is one of my images. If I click this, I can bring this from my gallery and just hit OK. Alright, so if I want to use this for any particular kind of design, maybe a birthday design, I can rotate it from here. Alright, so you can see because the image is really not standing very straight. Alright, you can see, so you can adjust it. If I want to do a design, invitation card, wedding invitation card for myself, we can have it here. Wow, I think this is prophetic, right? Alright, so you can have crazy graphics, invite you, whatever. You can just oh my god. Alright, so I think this is it. So I think that's it for the plus sign. Now if I want to save a particular design, you can click this is save icon. So some of these things are quite simple. You can save as project so that you can revisit it. You can see the connection between what we are talking about. So that's why you need to stick to the videos to the end. It's very important that you get serious to that point. And then you can save as image. So if I save it as image, if I click save as image, it's going to save to my gallery as an image. I can decide to choose to edit the dimension, or just leave it, because I believe you knew what you set. You can edit the dimension, you can change the format. No transparency. This is JPEG. You can change it to PNG. That's if you are doing for a logo or something. Alright, okay, that's that. So you can share. It's pretty much the same with what you've done. You can share from here, share to Facebook. You can see quick share. You can share to Twitter and all of that. So they are here. And then quotes. You can decide to add quotes actually. Alright. You can decide to add quotes. I think let me delete this. You can decide to add quotes. Okay. So let's say I have there are quotes, and the quotes are right here in Pixellab. Okay. The quotes are right here in Pixellab. The quotes are right here in Pixellab. Let's say I want to add a quote, some kind of quotes. Please, this is not I'm not making a design. You can just click this. Whatever you want in life, other people are going to want it to. Believe in yourself enough to accept the idea that you have an equal right to it. I think I like the quotes. Alright, so you can see this is a particular quote. A lot of good quotes are here in Pixellab. Alright, so I think I need to increase the size a bit. Alright, I'm not the one that said this quote, so you can see that I just copied it. Alright, so you can have quotes on happiness, quotes on I think where is that stuff here? Okay, English. You can have in French. I have not. Let me click French. La vie m'avait appris quoi. Oh my god. Alright, so you can also check for success, happiness, friendship, positivity, inspiration. I love to inspire a lot. I've always believed, and I still believe, whatever good or bad. Well, okay, so friendship, I'm happy, I love success, motivation, positivity, absurd. Alright, so I think that's that for the quotes. So you can choose that and use any quote there. Then here is just kind of normal menu where you also use image from gallery, full screen. You want to see full screen of what you've done. All right, you can see, wow, I think the design is even taking shape. So. All right, you can export this image. It's the same as save as image that we're talking about. And some of these things, open PLP is to open a project that you have saved somewhere. And you can do this seamlessly with this particular version of the application. So you may need to get this, okay? And then here is your layers. The way you have layers in Photoshop, that's how you have layers here. So you can see from the layers, Chris Graphics is below this because the layers come as you bring in the objects or bring in the tools. I mean, bring the text, the elements for your designs. Okay, we're going to talk about that. I think if we have not really talked about that, we're going to talk about that. Elements of graphic design. I want to understand what are the elements of design. So your layers are here, so I can try to bring this backwards. What we are doing from the property tools, you can do that here as well. Okay, so basically that's that for now. You can decide to hide. You can decide to lock. If I lock this, no matter what you do, you can't move them. You can see I'm clicking it, you can't move them. Okay, that's important if you have a lot of things, because sometimes you want to tap this, you just go ahead and touch the other one. So please, you can lock them with as you want. And what's here is grid. Okay, grid usually helps you to set boundaries for your designs and to structure how your designs should be laid. All right, so helps you to maintain consistency, and it's very important. For me personally, I use an invisible grid. What I mean by that is, if I'm designing, I know where I should put what I should put. And but the best way to do it is actually, especially if you are starting out, is to put a grid. So these are the grid settings you can add, you can subtract, remove, and all of that. So you can reset your grid. All right, and you can see I just reset it by grid. You can choose to put the number of grids you need. All right, so and then structure. Okay, my text is going to be from here to here. My elements should not cross here and all of that. So you use that to structure, to maintain consistency in your design. Very important part of Pixellab. Then to zoom. Now, if you pitch it with your two fingers, you can zoom in and zoom out. Okay, you pitch it with your two fingers, you can zoom in and zoom out. And then this is to undo, like to go back to what. And there's no button for redo. That's the problem with Pixellab. So I can undo, but now to redo, there's no button. That's one of the challenges I have with Pixellab. All right. So now, let me turn off this grid. So if you want to undo, okay, this is what you do. If you want to undo, go to autosave, recover autosave. All right, especially if this is August 9. Let's say 9/13. Let me click 9/13 and see if it sees the same thing. Okay, let me click 9/12. So this is a trick. 9/10. Okay, this is the trick I use. Can you see? Wow, this is a trick I use if you want to undo and redo. Okay, so I just redid this what I did at first. All right, so thank you for watching. So I believe by now you understand this particular application very well, to a point, at least to give you an idea of what is possible and what is used for words and all of that here. There are a little more stuffs, okay, if you want to go much more deeper, and that's going to be done. It's going to be best done when we do them practically. Okay, so follow me as I take you along on this journey of creativity. Once again, this is Chris, and you are welcome to my space where everything is possible. We're going to do this together. So if you're watching on YouTube, you just need to subscribe to the channel, and you need to share this to your friends, to your groups, for them to participate in this journey of creativity with us. Love you, and thank you for watching. Bye for now. We're going to see you in the next class, so make sure you keep up, turn on the notification bell so that you won't miss the next upload. Bye for now, once again. All right.